right, folks, please join me in welcoming Joe Aben, why lifting weights slowly is actually faster.
Everyone wants to lose weight and body fat, live longer, and overall lead healthier lives, and also look better naked. I speak to and coach individuals every day who tell me that they just can't lose weight no matter what they do. I cringe when they tell me they're using the elliptical trainer 5 times a week, doing it anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes every time. But at least they're doing something. Like I say, doing something is better than doing nothing. But what about the other 163 hours out of the 168 in a week? See, I know that doing all that aerobic exercise is doing nothing for their metabolism, but burning calories while they're in the act of doing that aerobic exercise. So I'm talking about changing and speeding up your metabolism, right? Burning fat at a quicker rate. And the only way to do that is through strength training, also known as resistance training or weightlifting. And the only meaningful way to work with and through the muscles is the act of exercise. And by exercise, I mean strength training exclusively. More accurately, high-intensity strength training. Intensity is the degree of momentary effort applied in exercise. Activity can be continued infinitely. Activity that can be continued infinitely, like walking or jogging, is low intensity. Brief activity that can be continued within only 1 to 4 minutes is high intensity. So high-intensity exercise is desirable because it ensures stimulation of the body's protective mechanism and increases one's metabolism while minimizing the stress and compression forces to the limbs, joints, and spine. So if a muscle or muscle groups can be strengthened, then the muscle must grow larger. In growing larger and stronger, the connective tissue that envelops the muscle within and without, including the joints and spine, must increase correspondingly in strength. Now, certainly, exercise will burn a few extra calories, but far more important is the increased resting metabolism resulting from possessing stronger muscles from high-intensity strength training. And high-volume, low-intensity exercise leads to muscle wasting. The first revolution was started in 1970 by Arthur Jones. His ideas about high-intensity training, what we call now HIIT, turned strength training upside down. He invented Nautilus and Medix equipment. Jones invented the Nautilus equipment to be very conducive to high-intensity strength training. Nautilus equipment, over the years, though, has been a generic name used to describe any type of weight machine. But all equipment is not created equal. Jones used the name Nautilus to describe the seashell-shaped cam in which the chain travels around through a machine's range of motion, also known as the strength curve. So even though one can perform HIIT using free weights or body weight exercises, it is maximized using Nautilus and Medix equipment. When performing a repetition using this uniquely designed equipment, one is progressively challenged as one gets stronger through that particular strength curve. In other words, in the weakest position, it is the easiest to do, but as you get stronger, it becomes progressively more difficult to perform, therefore truly maximizing the individual's strength curve. Some key characteristics of high-intensity strength training are shorter, less frequent total body workouts, performing one set to momentary muscular failure, training large muscle groups through the fullest but safest range of motion possible, while the whole time using impeccable form. Proper form means slow speed of movement. First and foremost, a slow speed of movement. It minimizes acceleration, abrupt starting and stopping, the source of excessive force and injury. Second, slow speed minimizes momentum, which undesirably unloads the muscles. By exercising larger muscle groups in this manner, we really maximize the metabolic effect, versus doing an exercise which isolates just one smaller muscle, therefore minimizing the effect on your metabolism. Only 8 to 12 exercises with little or no rest in between should be performed during a workout. More bang for your buck, quality over quantity, are some common phrases heard at Excellence in Fitness. The key is to train harder, to continue each exercise until no additional repetitions are possible. But if you train harder, you must train less. If an activity is adequately intense, then by its very nature, it can be continued for only a brief amount of time. The before and after pictures you see are the results of some of my clients. Real people who took the road less traveled. This type of exercise is not for everyone, mainly because it's hard. You also need to get proper rest and proper nutrition. It's not mainstream. You're not going to see people doing it in the local health club, nor are you going to read about it in the airbrush celebrity fitness magazines. But it's my mission to bring high-intensity, slow strength training into the mainstream in order for us to live healthier, stronger, and more enjoyable lives. Thank you.